Welcome to Redstone for Dummies. In this video, I will discuss the basics of how Redstone works, talk briefly about logic, and then guide you through building some simple logic gates. I'm providing the service because the Minecraft wiki page on Redstone looks like it was written by a Greek philosopher with a master's degree in electronics. I can't understand a single freaking word of this garbage. Before we get started, get this image from the Minecraft wiki Redstone page. We're going to use it in this video, and you'll constantly be referring back to it whenever you use Redstone. It's not as complicated as it looks, I promise. Seriously, go do that. Do a Google search for Minecraft wiki Redstone and you'll find it kinda near the top. I'll give you a few seconds to pause the video and get that picture before I start talking again. You have the picture? Good. Let's start small. Some items in Minecraft can be powered, and redstone is what powers them. If a button, lever, redstone torch, or anything else that provides power is placed directly adjacent to a receiver, such as a piston or a door, no redstone is necessary. But if we want our buttons to work from a distance, we need to bridge the gap with a line of redstone. If the line goes over 15 blocks, the current will stop. To extend the current, we can place a redstone repeater right where it stops, and that will reset the 15 block counter. These are also used to put a delay in the current. That's all we'll talk about them here. Just remember, they're important in bigger creations. A line of redstone doesn't do anything by itself. It needs to receive an on signal from something. Things like buttons and levers provide these signals, as well as an assortment of other devices. I won't bother naming them all, because they're likely to change as the game is updated, but I'm sure you can find a complete list online. That being said, the most important device that provides a signal is a redstone torch, which I will just call a torch from here on out. Torches are like a lever that is always stuck in the on position, with one exception. Torches turn off when they receive an input, under certain conditions. Now don't hurt your brain too much thinking about those conditions, or why that's important. It really doesn't matter. Your time would better be spent rescuing stuck pigs. If it really bothers you, you can research it on your own. Just know that dynamic lets us make simple machines and logic gates. This is where that picture I told you to download comes in handy. This picture has all the logic gates you'll probably ever use in Minecraft, as well as a few other devices, such as a pulsar. We don't need to know why they work, we just need to know how they work. Just follow the picture block by block and you can build some pretty neat things. Say we wanted something such as a piston to constantly turn off and on. We just build a pulsar by following the picture. We're just copying the picture block by block here. This redstone, which is that green line in the picture, represents the output. Now it's done. Out of the way, chicken. Now it's done, and you can see it looks exactly the same as the picture. Notice how it pulses on and off. So, we just go over to the output and connect it to a piston. This will just keep turning on and off forever. That's what a pulsar does. Next, we'll talk about AND gates. Let's say we only want the piston to fire when two conditions are met. We'll start by building a logic sentence. When torch A receives power and when torch B receives power, then piston C will fire. Don't let the levers in the picture mislead you. The torches can receive an input from any source. When both of these conditions in red are met, then the result in blue will occur. The word AND is our logic gate, and the word THEN represents our output line, which you can think of as a power cord. So once again, we just follow the picture. Our output line, and our inputs. It should look just like this. Torches A and B are both conditions of this logic sentence. Only when they both receive power, in this case from levers, does the piston fire. They don't need to be connected directly to the gate itself, like the picture shows. All that matters is that their current reaches the block underneath their respective torch. Now let's combine the two. We want a piston that pulses, but only when our switch is turned on. So we build a pulsar on one side, a switch on the other, and connect them to the AND gate via redstone. Here's the pulsar that we did earlier. We connect our output over here, where it reaches one of the torches for the AND gate. Let's just start our piston right now. Here's what it looks like so far. Now, we just build a line of redstone connected to a lever for the second AND torch. And there we go. A piston that pulses. That's all for this video. Remember, this was just an introduction. There's much, much more you can do with redstone, and many types of logic gates. So keep that picture handy. If you haven't taken an electronics or logic class, this will probably be a little harder to pick up, but everyone's got to start somewhere. Remember, everyone else's redstone creations always look way more complicated than they actually are. Once you break them down into logical components with inputs and outputs, it becomes a million times easier. This video was a little dry because of the subject matter, but I do a lot of entertaining tutorial videos, so check out my other work and subscribe if you get a laugh or learn a new trick.